in our previous class we see about the DOI starting and stator resistance starting methods of three-phase induction motor. So in our today lecture we see about the remaining starting methods of a three-phase induction motor. First of all, we are going to see about the auto transformer starting method of a three-phase induction motor. So in this method, a three-phase auto transformer is used to supply the variable voltage to the stator of a three-phase induction motor. At starting, the three-phase auto transformer is kept in a minimum position. So whenever I vary the auto transformer, the voltage is built up slowly so that my machine is stops rotating. Okay, so that at low values, the only fraction of the supply voltage is applied to the stator winding of a three-phase induction motor. So whenever the motor is oscillates, automatically the auto transformer time positions is moved accordingly, so that the voltage across the stator windings of a three-phase induction motor is gradually increased. Okay, so when the motor reaches its full speed, then the auto transformer is cut off and the full voltage is applied to the motor terminals. And this is the diagram of the auto transformer starting. So here a three-phase auto transformer is connected between the main terminal and the motor terminals of the induction motor. So here in motor terminals we apply X into V1. V1 is nothing but the supply terminal voltage. Okay, so only this portion is applied here. So that the total supply voltage per phase is equal to V1. Due to auto transformer, only X fraction of the total voltage is applied to the motor terminals, so that the voltage available across the motor coil per phase is equal to X into V1. Okay, so now this is the equivalent circuit of a three-phase induction motor under starting condition. So the voltage appeared across the stator winding is equal to X times of V1 due to the auto transformer starting. So at that time the current flow through the induction machine is taken, induction motor is taken as IST. So then the starting current is given by, we know that the formula IST is equal to V1 divided by ZSC. Here only X fraction of the voltage is applied, so that it is replaced by X into V1. So we know that this V1 divided by ZSC, which is equal to the short circuit current of the three-phase induction motor, which is seen in DOI starting of a induction machine. So that IST, which is equal to X into ISC. Okay, so here ISC is equal to V1 divided by ZS. So V1 is nothing but purchase voltage, but we know the value of the line voltage. So that the phase voltage is equal to the line voltage divided by root 3. So this is, so therefore this is the starting current per phase at DOL starting. So now when we input the auto transformer, automatically the starting current is reduced by X per unit. Okay, so now the current drawn from the main terminal or main supply is what? So now we see it. So we know that in the auto transformer the input volt ampere is equal to the output volt ampere. So here input voltage is equal to the output volt ampere, which is equal to IST into X into V1, and similarly input volt ampere is equal to IL into V1. Okay, so we know that IL equal to X into IST. Here the starting current of the machine is equal to X into ISC. So then the overall line current which is drawn from the main supply is equal to X square into ISC. So that the only advantage of the auto transformer starting is, so here the starting current is reduced by x times 1 minus x times. Okay, and similarly the current drawn from the main supply is reduced by x square terms, in x square into ISC, so that the current is much more reduced in the main terminal of the power supply, so that the line current drawn from the supply is thus much less than the corresponding direct online starting current, and this is the main greater advantage, so that the voltage drop in the line is almost reduced, so that the corresponding effects and the equipments which are connected to the corresponding terminal is not affected by this starting of the three-phase induction motor. Okay, and the starting torque is given by, we know that the starting current is equal to x into ISC. Just substitute these values in the torque formula. So we know the formula, just substitute this equation, so that I get the value of x squared into ISC square divided by IF square into S into F. So we know that this term is nothing but the torque which are available in the DOL starting method. Okay, so that the starting torque is equal to x square into TS. TS is nothing but the short circuit torque available in the DOL starting method. Okay, so that the conclusion is the starting torque with auto transformer starting is x square per unit of the starting torque with the DOL starting of a three-phase induction motor. And the next one is star delta starting. This starting method is applicable to motors that are designed to run with its stator windings connected as delta during normal condition. Okay. The star delta starter connects the stator winding as star connection during the starting, and it automatically reconnected to delta as the motor speed reaches its full value. Here in olden days we manually connect the star to delta, but nowadays automatic star to delta starter is available. So that the only advantage is, we know that if we go for star delta starting, so our ultimate aim is to reduce the voltage across the stator winding. That means we need to reduce the per phase voltages. We know that in delta connection VL which is equal to V phase. And similarly, in star connection, VL equal to root 3 times V phase. So that V phase which is equal to VL divided by root 3. So at starting time, it is connected as star connection. So that the voltage is reduced by root 3 times. Okay. So when my motor attains the rated speed, automatically the star connection is converted into delta, so that the rated voltage is applied across the terminals of the three-phase induction motor. So whenever the voltage is reduced, automatically the starting current is also reduced. Okay, so this is the typical diagram of the star delta starting. So this is the corresponding switch. So whenever we change over the switch, automatically this winding connections are changed from star to delta. Okay, so this is given exactly here. So this is the star connection at the time of starting. So when my motor reaches its rated speed, the changeover switch is activated and the star connection is converted into a delta connection, so that the rated voltage is applied across the three-phase induction motor. So that the starting current per phase is given by IST, which is equal to I star, which is equal to V1 divided by root 3 divided by ZSC. Okay, so without the star delta starter, if the motor would have been started DOL with its stator permanently connected as delta, then the static current per phase Suppose that means we should not convert the winding connections to star. It is kept as delta as long as possible. So at that time by starting the motor, then the per-phase current is given by just V1 divided by SC. Now I convert this delta into a star, automatically my starting current is reduced by 1 by root 3 percentage. Okay, so that is the thing they explain. So that the reduced percentage of current is equal to 1 by root 3 times, which is equal to 0.58 into IS. So automatically around 42% of the normal current is reduced whenever we go for star delta starter. Automatically the torque is given by the corresponding formula. Here we substitute all those things. So just follow the same notation. It is the torque is reduced by around 1 by 3 times of the rated torque. Okay, so now you substitute the values of starting current divided by short circuit current, which is equal to 1 by root 3. Now you substitute these values in the corresponding equation. So therefore 1 by square root of 3 the whole square is replaced by 1 by 3. So that my starting torque is equal to 1 by 3 times of TSC. Okay, so therefore the starting torque is reduced by 1 by third of the starting torque, which is available in the DOL method of the starting of three-phase induction motor, or otherwise 0.58 the whole square. Okay, that is given in this diagram. So with this star delta starter, my starting current is reduced by to 0.58 into ISC, and my starting torque is reduced to 0.58 square into TSC, or 1 by third of TSC. Okay, with star delta starter, a motor behaves as if it is being started by an auto transformer starter. Both the results are almost same. Okay, with the ratio of x is equal to 1 by root 3. In previous cases, so instead of 0.58 we use x, and instead of 0.58 square we use x square when we use our transformer starting. Here x is replaced by only 0.58. So that means the difference is the x is replaced by 1 by root 3 times. That is the difference. So that this concludes the star delta starter is equal to the auto transformer starting when the tap position of auto transformer is present at 58% of the rated voltage. Okay, that's all. So that for this delta connected motor, the starting torque with star delta starter is 1 by third of the starting torque if it is started by DOL starter with stator connected as delta. It is very important. Okay, the next one is rotor resistance starting. It is only applicable for slip ring induction motor, where in slip ring induction motor, slip rings and brush assembly are available in order to connect the rotor resistance externally. So here the full load voltage is applied to the stator terminals directly, so that the effective motor resistance is increased by adding some external resistance to the rotor windings during the starting. So these external resistance are connected to the rotor winding through the slip rings and brush assembly. Okay, at starting, the values of external resistance are set to a maximum value, so that the motor impedance is maximum at starting. So due to this, the starting current of the motor is reduced to some minimum value. So whenever the motor speeds up, then the variable resistance are gradually reduced. So when my motor reaches the rated speed, then the resistance are entirely cut off from the circuit, so that the rotor windings are externally short circuited and the brushes. So this is the diagram of the rotor resistance starting. So this is the stator. This is the stator winding, and this is the rotor winding, where the external resistance are connected through a slip ring and brush assemblies. It is for star connected rotor, and this is for delta connected rotor. Okay, so now So we should calculate the all other parameters what we discussed in our previous starting methods. So these are the different starting methods of three-phase induction motor.